Chris Duprey, lead coach at Impact, works with dozens of businesses in different parts of the world, and is here today to talk about something that I think is on everyone's mind, and or at least it should be. And Chris, could you give us just kind of a taste of what you're going to talk about today, and then we'll dive into some specifics.
Yeah. So unless you've been sleeping under a rock, the only thing in your LinkedIn feed on social media is about AI and how it's either going to really help your business and help you as a professional, or it's going to create this dystopian post-apocalyptic world where the robots beat us. And so I want to talk about how let's not worry about the latter, but let's talk about how you can actually leverage this stuff without spending a ton of money, how you can just sort of simplify certain things. Later today, I'm speaking to a group about the Ask You Answer. Now, this group is all different businesses in and around Connecticut, some of whom I know or have, like I bumped into, some I don't. So I want to share with you how I prepped myself to understand who I'm going to be speaking to today. I said, and so earlier I had asked it, this is for a different client, but I had said, I want you to act like a They Ask You Answer coach and website strategists in that role review. So it's already been told who it is. So for today, I said, I started with just, hey pal, review this website and associated pages within the domain. Please simply say done when you're complete. So it read it and said done. Then I was like, great. So based on your review, please summarize the following. Services are, who their customer is, identify the gaps. Boom. It gave me services, customer profile, gaps as a potential customer. Then it gave me a quick summary. So I said, thanks. Now can you do it for the same? New website, more info, right? And I just kept repeating it. Thanks. Do the same for this one. Great. How about this one? And then we got down to this is super helpful. I got a few more. Last one, right? And so what it did, John, is I'm going into this where I've got a simple place to go refresh and go, okay, so we've got a construction company. We've got a financial advisory company that helps businesses sell. We've got a mobility, like all these things. And there's some common threads. None of them talk about budget or pricing anywhere on their websites.
It's a
None of
common
them
thread for a lot of businesses.
thread for a lot of businesses. By the way, you can ask the tool do you understand what your budget to hire this company would be? And I've seen it say, as an I don't really have any money, but if I was a customer, I have no idea because they don't talk about it at all, right? So really easy from a They Ask You Answer review. But it's like, so they don't have pricing. Their service pages, and this, if you really looked at all of those things, are vague and don't actually tell the buyer what they're going to get when they work for them. Their testimonials are vague. Like all of this stuff, I didn't have to go spend an hour looking at each website going, okay, what do they have in their blog? Do they have a pricing page? Bah, 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 bah. I just fed that in. That took me, I don't know, 5 minutes. And then once it was all done, I was able to go look at it with focus and then apply it to what I'm going to talk about later this afternoon.
Right.
I don't have some playbook for it right now. And I think that this is the most important part, John. I'm literally using it to simply be my assistant and to help me do what I'm doing. I'm not sitting there trying to write like, here's exactly how you prep for a sales call. Do this, do this, do this. I'm still following my natural, how I would normally prep. I'm just engaging something to help me. And after I've done it a few times, I know the things that I want to ask it, right? And so it helps get into my normal workflow as opposed to saying, I'm totally changing how I do things.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so So what's possible is just it's a ton.
Great advice, Chris. Great conversation. Thanks for being here, sharing an insight that feels like a real first step for people to take.
Thanks, John.